们先敬礼传承祖师。
Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Master-Lu-Ling, homage to Master Sakya Zengkong, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Dubten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the group practice tonight, Vaishravana, the yellow Jamala. Sumo. Tanchen Katsu, Tuten Siddhi, Tuten Kama. All Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma tutors, Dharma assistants, and directors of temples and centers, all fellow disciples, of all disciples present and over the internet. How do you do?
I stay. Sarange. Hola amigo. Que quiero mucho. Skoin. Ichiba. Kimochi. Chumi. Yapi. Purin purin. 大家晚安。
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Huh?
Today, during dinner, I told the abbot, Master-Lu-Ling, that I will wait in my room and come here after you finish the group practice. I want to take a nap. And Master-Lu-Ling told me, sure. But I would be too embarrassed, so I still came. I said, if I came, I would definitely fall asleep. Did I? Yes. You're very honest this time. So strange. Every time when I am seated on the Dharma throne on Saturday night, I would fall asleep.
Sunday afternoon 3 o'clock.
But not every Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. I will not fall asleep. There must be something wrong with this chair. The sleep god is here. As soon as I get on it, I would definitely fall asleep. Well, nothing I can do. And the yellow Jambala did not have a way to keep me awake either. Okay, let's share a joke first.
老师问
The teacher
小明
asked
长
Xiaoming,
大想做什么？
what would you like to be when you grow
小
up?
明讲
And Xiaoming
我长
said,
大一定要当
after I grow up, I want to become
起码
big
弄他个几亿
officer and earn trillions of dollars, or
My
billions of
God.
dollars. Buy a house,
这个买车子，
cars,
然后呢，
And
小三去环游
I'll
世
take
界。
my mistress traveling around the world.
这个时候啊，老师装作没听见，
And the
若
teacher
无其事地
pretended
问
did not
下一位同
hear
学
him
婷
and
婷，你长大要做什么？
calmly asked the next
婷
classmate,
婷讲，
Ting
我
Ting, how
长大
about
以
you?
后
What would you
要
like to
做
be?
小明的
I
小
want
三
to become Xiaoming's mistress.
小明真的可以当大官，他很聪明的。
And Xiaoming can become a high-level politician or officer because he's very smart.
啊，我记得我在台湾的时候啊，有一种矿泉水
I remember in Taiwan there's some kind
叫
of mineral
多喝
water
水是吧？
and it's called
台湾有一种矿泉水叫多喝
drink
水，
more water.
天天多喝水，你以为皮肤会很
Drink
美？
more water every day and you think the skin would be more
但在
beautiful,
现实中
but in
一
reality
直想尿尿，
all you want to do is to pee more,
多喝水。
drink more water.
我也是很会喝水。
I also drink lots of water.
这个隔壁的阿伯呀，骑
The
车
old man next
撞到
door
电线杆，受了伤。
was riding on a motorcycle and hit the
好在撞
power
的是
pole
第一支电线杆，如果是
and
第二
injured,
支
got
就
injured.
死了。
And he kept telling the police
警
officer
察
that
觉得
good
很奇
thing
怪，
I hit the first one, otherwise the second pole I would have
不都
died.
是
And
会
the
受
police
伤，
officer was
有何不
just
一样？
curious why.
阿伯讲
Isn't that
不
the
一样
same?
啊，
And the
因为
old
第
man
一支
said,
上
no
面写的
different.
是阿弥
Because
陀佛，
on the first pole there was a writing
第二支
Amitabha,
上
and
面
the
写的
second
是
one
天国近。
that's like it's about heaven is very close by.
现在电线杆可以这样子写，
So you can put writing on the power pole now? Not anymore.
啊，现在我们进入这个主题。马
So
来西亚
now this is the main
莲花
subject.
会晤
Question from Malaysia. 莲花会晤。
啊，师尊你好，Om
Grandmaster.
Ahom，佛安，
How do you do
弟子
Ahom?
莲花会晤，想请
Peace.
示师尊几个问题。
Your disciple Lianhua Hui would like to
请问
inquire a
佛
few
陀莲
questions.
花和师尊金鸡独立这两个动作本身
Is
是
there
否有
a special significance to the actions of the Buddha
师尊
holding a
跟佛
flower
陀的一
and
言一
Grandmaster
行
standing on
都
one
是
leg
开
like
悟
the
者
golden
的行
rooster?
为
The words
甚
and
至
actions
平
of
凡
both the
的
Buddha
日
and
常活
Grandmaster
动
are the behaviors
如
of
吃饭
enlightened
和
beings.
走路也
Even
都具有
ordinary
非
daily
凡的
activities
意
like
义
eating and walking
为什么要
hold
特别
profound
提及
meaning.
佛
So
陀莲
why
花
The
和
two
金鸡
specific
独立
actions of the
这
Buddha
两个
holding a
动作
flower and Grandmaster standing like a golden rooster
为什么要特别
need to be highlighted? Why are they special? Sakyamuni Buddha, the Buddha held a flower and Mahakasyapa smiled. That was the action of Sakyamuni Buddha. Without saying a word, he held the flower. Other than Mahakasyapa, nobody knew what it meant. Only Mahakasyapa knew. So, because Sakyamuni Buddha did it, you should ask Sakyamuni Buddha why. I did not hold the flower. It was the Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha. So you should ask Sakyamuni Buddha. And why do I want to stand on one leg? What does this mean? Why do I want to? I wrote it in my book about this golden rooster standing on one leg. Because when we perform the Tai Chi Chuan, there are many postures. There was the great bird expanding the wings. This is how it looks. This is the great bird expanding the wings. And the jade, crossing. And this is the cloud hands in the Tai Chi Chuan, just like the clouds. And golden rooster means you're standing on one leg. And one leg is rising and then lowering. That's the Tai Chi Chuan's posture. So why did I want to do this golden rooster standing on one leg? Because every Sunday, during the performance, I only know two things. Sometimes I perform the Vajra pole, and sometimes I perform the Tai Chi, and sometimes, because those have been performed so many times, I would play the drum. So the drum, Tai Chi, or performing the Vajra pole. There's three things, taking turns. And in the Tai Chi Chuan, there is this golden rooster standing on one leg. So Sakyamuni Buddha held the flower, and I used the golden rooster standing on one leg. And there's a reason behind this. What do I look like? Because my zodiac is rooster. So I like this posture, golden rooster standing on one leg. And why do I want to perform that? Because my zodiac is a rooster. That's why I did it. I do it. There is nothing extraordinary about it, but let me tell you, ordinariness is extraordinary. The more ordinary it is, the more extraordinary it is. So this posture of golden rooster represents that I'm the only one, like spoken by Sakyamuni Buddha. I, meaning the Buddha, only the Buddha Dharma is the only one. So that shows Buddha Dharma. Buddha Dharma is the only one. So that's most important meaning of these two actions. So when the Buddha held a flower, that's Buddha Dharma. Grandmaster standing on one leg, it's also Buddha Dharma. So the golden rooster standing on one leg is also Buddha Dharma. So the first patriarch or the first forefather of Zen Buddhism is Mahakasyapa. And second patriarch was Ananda. And the first forefather was Kasyapa, Mahakasyapa. And Bodhidharma was the 28th forefather of Zen Buddhism. 28th patriarch. So these actions represent Buddha Dharma. It's called Zen. Zen is unspeakable. So it represents the unspeakable Buddha Dharma. That's my answer to Lian Hua Hui from Malaysia. Second question. Could you please explain the practice of Vajrasattva, Guru Yoga, Deity Yoga, are all called outer practice. What is meant by outer? Does it refer to external circumstances? Whereas the practices of treasure vase yoga and inner fire yoga are referred to as inner practices. What is meant by inner? Does it refer to the body? I'm confused because it seems to me that the outer practice involves the mind and inner practice involves the body. And to my logic, the body should be considered external and the mind is internal. Well, that's fine if you want to think that way. But it's also fine the way I think. Who cares whether it's outer or inner? Those are just terms. You say that the body is external. And when you do Dharma practice, you use your mind, and that's internal. So what you said was right. And what we say, what we are used to say, that Vajrasattva or Vajraheart Dharma practice, Guru Yoga, the Deity Yoga or Yidam practice are external practices, and then treasure vase and inner fire are internal practices. That's our convention. So it's up to you. It's okay, whatever you want to say. It's up to you. Outer. That's the answer to Lian Hua Hui. Those are just terms. Who cares? Outer, inner, doesn't matter. Those are just stages. Then you practice this first, and then you practice that. That's the stages. You first practice the development stages, and then you practice the perfection stage. Those are just stages. If you regard they should be turned around, that's your opinion, and whatever you say is also right. But who cares? What's inside, what's outside, they're all the same. Those are just terms. Third question. Grandmaster, I would like to ask whether the illusory body that Grandmaster manifests to the disciples in meditations or dreams is considered Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya, or Vimalakirti. Additionally, how do we distinguish between Sambhogakaya and Nirmanakaya as both bodies are with forms? Is one considered subtle and the other one gross or crude body? Someone asked Master Nona, what is Dharmakaya, what is Sambhogakaya or Nirmanakaya? And the answer by Master Nona, Dharmakaya or Dharma body is completely naked when you don't wear anything. And Sambhogakaya or reward body is that you wear halfway. You can either wear the upper part or the lower part, as long as it's half. And what is Nirmanakaya or physical body is you wear it completely. That's his answer. I'm not lying to you. That's what Master Nona from Sikang said. Actually, they have meanings too. The so-called Dharma body has no form. No form, no phenomena. That's a Dharma body or Dharmakaya. When they look magnificent and dignified, those are the Sambhogakaya or the light or reward body. And Nirmanakaya or physical body is when they appear in the Saha world, that the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas descend to this world and appear as the Nirmanakaya Buddhas. Do you know in Sukhavati, the Dharmakaya is in the Pure Land of eternal and serene light. That's a very high. They have attained Buddhahood. And then the Sambhogakaya Buddhas are at the second and third level Sukhavati, which is the abundant Pure Land of reward and convenience Pure Land. So the Nirmanakaya Buddhas are in the first level, which is the mixed Pure Land of sages and mundane beings. So the sages are the Nirmanakaya Buddhas together with the mundane beings. So the sages are the Nirmanakaya Buddhas, and together with the mundane beings. And the Dharmakaya Buddhas in the highest level, the Pure Land of eternal and serene light, and the Nirmanakaya Buddhas in the magnificent Pure Land of real reward and abundant Pure Land of convenience. And then the Buddhas that are in the mixed land of mundane beings, sages, those are the Nirmanakaya Buddhas. And when Sakyamuni Buddha appeared in samsara, he was a Nirmanakaya Buddha. Upon his attainment, the cosmic space, that's the Dharmakaya Buddha. We can say it this way. So what is Dharmakaya Buddha, Sambhogakaya or Nirmanakaya? So the Grand Master that appears in the meditations or dreams of the disciples are considered Dharmakaya, Sambhogakaya or Nirmanakaya. They should be considered emanated body and typically have no forms, and that's Dharmakaya body. Dharmakaya Buddha. How do you distinguish between Sambhogakaya and Nirmanakaya? Nirmanakaya is when they appear to us and together with us. And Sambhogakaya is they appear in your dreams and they look very dignified. They're considered Sambhogakaya. If you cannot see them, they are Dharmakaya. No forms, no phenomena, no forms. those are considered Dhammakaya.
他说是否是一个细身，一个是粗身。
And she asks, is one considered subtle body and the other one is the crude body?
那报身跟那个
Nirmanakaya
都属于细身。
is typically crude body, and Sambhogakaya and Dhammakaya are the subtle and the most subtle, or subtlest bodies.
粗呢，就是应
Crude
身佛，
is Nirmanakaya, or physical body Buddha, Buddha in physical body. With
那报身佛呢，
and
就是
Sambhogakaya,
显现出来
they
有
appear
着装的、庄严，
and
属于
with
报身佛。
adornment,
那么
dignified,
最细身
and
就是
then
没有形象。
the subtlest body has no forms whatsoever. That's Dhammakaya.
年纪越来越大，记性就越来
As
越
you
差。
grow older and older, your
医生就
memory
问了，
is getting fainter
你得
and
到什么
fainter.
病？
And the doctor
这
asks,
病人讲，我
what kind
得
of
到了
illness did you get?
间接性的失忆症，
The gradual
间接
memory
性的失忆
loss
症。
or
医生
dementia.
就问了，
And the doctor
有什么
asks,
具体的症状呢？
what kind of
病人回答，
symptoms do
一
you
看到
have?
漂亮的姑娘，
And the
就
patient
忘了自己
answered,
已经结婚了。
when I see a beautiful lady, I would
医生讲，
forget that
你给
I've
我
been
滚，
married.
这个病我自
And the
己都
doctor
没有医
said,
好。
get out of here. I can't even cure myself about this illness.
这个病，你不用问我，
Don't ask
我
me
也
about
我
this
自己也没有
illness.
医好。
I haven't cured my illness on myself either. 有一天， One day,
你发达了，一
you
定要有一个好的身体，才能够享受
become
人
rich,
生。
and you need a good body to
你
enjoy
落
life.
魄了，
And one day,
还要是
you're
还
downtrodden,
得有一个好身体，
and you still need a
才能够
good
东
body
山再
so
起。
you can start again.
健康不是第一，
Health is not number
而是
one,
唯一。
but it's the only one.
这也贵，那也
This
贵。
is expensive,
照照
and
镜
that
子，
is
其实
expensive.
你自己最
But
贵。
look in the mirror, you
当
are
你
the
倒
most
在病
expensive.
床上的时候，
When you're
多
sick
少
in
钱
bed,
才能够
how
把你
much
扶起来？
money is needed to get you
所以
back up?
储存健康
That's
是最
why
明智的选择。
The best
人
choice
生
is
只
to
有单
save
程，
on health,
没有往返，
because
没有再
human
走回
life
去
is
的，
one-way road.
只有一直往前走的。
You
让
just
自
move
己健
forward,
康
you
是
can't go
美
back.
的，让家人健康是一种责任。
To make yourself
人
healthy
生的
is
下半场，
a good
拼的
virtue, but
就
to
是健康。
make yourself healthy is responsibility for your family. And what is worth it in life is
long life
only wealth.
是没有用的。
Long life is useless without health.
才是最重要的，健康才是最重要。Long life,
Health is the most important.
healthy， 有长寿，有健康。
You
那就
need
真的
long
是
life and healthy, then that would be good.
所以我们每一个人真的是要
That's why every one of us should pay attention to our own
以前
health.
不懂事，小时候啊，
In the past, when you were
年轻
young,
的时
you
候
did
不
not
懂
know.
事，
You were
把
not
自己的
sensible,
身体糟蹋了，
and you wore
Now-
down your own
到
body.
最后呢，你下半场的是身
And
体来
then,
糟蹋你。
for the
就
next
说
half
不
of your life, then your body will bring you
我们
down.
年轻的时候啊，有些人不懂事，把身体
You
糟
know,
蹋，
when people were young, some
熬
people
夜啊，
were insensible
这
and
个烟酒啊，
used up their bodies. They stayed all night and drank and smoked.
熬夜。另外呢，还有
And then
这个把自己身体全部都糟蹋了。等到你知道的时候，也是吃东西也是也是乱吃的。
And they eat whatever they want.
等到你年纪大了，身体已经就没办法。
They ruin their own bodies, and then when they age,
如果还年轻的话，你还年轻的话，真的要注意自己的身体。
In bad shape. So that's why when you were young, please pay attention. Take care of your body. You know, smoking, drinking, drugs. Please don't touch any of those. And don't stay all night. It's very important not to ruin your body.
到了你这年纪到的时候。
Sometimes,
变成你的身体来糟蹋你。
when it's time, it becomes the body is ruining you, your life. 这个是结婚呢，是为了变得幸福。To get married is so that you become happier. And to get divorced is because you want to be happy. And to stay single is also to want to be happy. And you get married is also because you seek happiness. But actually, whether you get married or not, you will regret it.
结不结婚都会后悔。这个巷子里的猫很自由。
The alley cat is very free, but they have no place to
围墙里
belong.
的狗有归
And
属
the dog within the
但是终
fence
身多得
belongs to a place, but
人生
he
呢
has to
对到
succumb all
底
his life.
是一个选择题，
So this is
怎么
a
选
choice,
都会有遗憾，
and doesn't matter what you
怎么
choose,
选都有遗憾。
there would be some regrets to it.
那个你选择结婚，
If you choose to be
选择离婚，
married, or you choose
选择
to
不
be
结婚，
divorced, or you choose to stay single, or
都
to
会
be
有遗憾。
single, there are some regrets in each.
将来啊，
In the future,
我会选择不结婚。
I will definitely choose not to get married.
以后要刻骨铭心呢，要写着不结婚。
I will imprint
为什
it
么？
in my
因为
heart
我
and
将来
mind
如
not
果
to
再
get
来娑
married.
婆世界，我要当和尚，
Because if I come to
还
samsara
是在弘
again,
扬佛法。
I want to become a monk and continuing spreading Buddha Dharma.
是为了弘扬佛法才不结婚的。
So, in order to propagate Buddha Dharma, I don't want to get married.
我是选择结婚的。
But if I don't spread Buddha Dharma, I would
对啊。
choose to be married.
今天我这个扣子，第一个扣子掉，
Today, this button, the first one, fell off.
那掉的时候啊，我是会懂得
And
针线，把
I
它缝起
know
来
how to sew with needle and
我
thread.
自己就会缝。
I know how to do it.
那师母，我拿衣服过去的时候，
When I
师
took
母说你
this
扣子掉了，我
clothes,
来缝。
Sumo
师
said,
母要缝，我说
Oh.
我自己缝。
your button fell
师
off.
母说她
Let
一
me
定要
sew
帮
it.
我缝，
And I said, no, let me do it. And Sumo insisted that
结果她就
she
拿着针，
had to do it.
拿着针，
And she
针都
took
会
a
滑动，
needle, and the needle keeps
就拿着
shaking.
线，
And then the thread.
那线要插针孔呢。
And the thread has to go through the needle, the needle head. And she was trying to fit it in. And she needed the eyeglasses and asked someone to bring her the eyeglasses. And she was accurate, and she had the way. She did some tailoring when she was young. She was a tailor when she was young. And she tried. Actually, I could have get it done in a few minutes, a few short minutes. And for this button, it took her half an hour. I could have done it in 5 minutes. And she didn't want me to do it. She had to do it herself, and it took her half an hour. So that was very moving, because her hands and legs now are a little bit out of control. I mean, but she really wanted to do it for me. And my skin on my leg took some scissors. The wound on my skin, and put some ointment, and then put the band-aid. So to paste the band-aid. So the ointment, and then put some cotton. And then she was trying to cut the band-aid, and she kept moving as if she was going to hit her hand, but she really wanted to do it herself. So Simo had some hardship. I could have thread the needle myself, but she did not let me, and she had to do it herself. That was this first button that fell off. And she helped me to sew it back. Actually, I could do it myself, but she had to do it. She wanted to do it. Or putting the band-aid, and she had to cut and help me put it on. Master Lian Qi standing by the side watching, and we were watching when she was holding the scissors, trying to cut the plastic. Because she was kept moving. She kept moving. Very scared that she would hurt herself, but she had to do it. She wanted to do it. So even up to now, she still helped me do a lot of things. So there's some benefits in being married. She's the one who does many things, like filing tax returns, and her memory has been affected greatly too. But strictly speaking, in this life, about all the worldly things, I don't know. I mean, I don't know all the mundane things. The worldly things, interpersonal relationships were all taken care of by Simo. So therefore, she helped a great deal. If next life I want to be ordained really fast in order to spread Buddha Dharma freely. But if I don't spread Buddha Dharma, then I would choose to be married. But to spread Buddha Dharma, I want to be ordained and not be married. Oh, almost 10 already. I haven't started on the sutra yet. Now we'll talk about the Vimalakirti Sutra. With the perfection of diligence, by abandoning the phenomena of the body and mind. The diligence paramita. Why do we want to do this? That we want to be diligent and cannot be lazy. You cannot procrastinate and lax. So this diligence paramita is applied throughout our spiritual cultivation. Of the 6 paramitas, all include diligence. So diligence is the most important. In my writing the books, if I procrastinate just even for one day, then my book will never finish. Because when you start procrastinating for one day, then you would procrastinate for many, many days. It's the same with my Dharma practice. If I don't practice for one day, then there would be many days that you skip Dharma practices. Then you become lazy, then you're not diligent anymore. So, to abandon laziness, then you need to learn the diligence paramita. With the perfection of wisdom. With the perfection of wisdom through omniscient wisdom. Or the characteristic of body or enlightenment. Oh, meditation. So you collect all the distracted mind into single-minded mind. And that's the meditation paramita. Then you can have the straight mind, and that's what it means. That straight mind is the place of practice. What is straight mind? Is you have no distracted thoughts. You have no other random thoughts. You're single-mindedly pursuing Buddha Dharma. And that's meditation paramita. If you want to have attainments, you cannot have other random thoughts or distracted thoughts around you. You want to collect all of them to become meditation. So that means the distracted or disorderly minds to become the right mind. So this is very important. Meditation paramita. Why do we want to learn meditation? Is to transform all the negative or the improper thoughts, improper mind, into one.
以一切知起
And that's the straight mind.
般若波罗蜜，就是
With
智
the
慧
perfection of wisdom through
佛
omniscient
的如来的
wisdoms.
智慧。
The wisdom of the Buddha, Tathagata. There are several
一切智
wisdoms of the Buddha.
也就是包含了根本智
That's the fundamental wisdom and the wisdom of discernment.
是属于如来的智慧。
The fundamental wisdom belongs to the
分别
wisdom,
智
or is considered the
是属于
wisdom of the
应用的智
Tathagata.
慧
And the wisdom of discernment is the wisdom that's being utilized to deliver sentient beings.
是属于
It's
分
in the
别智
human world, is the worldly dharma, used for the worldly dharma.
两个合起来
And for
就是一切
transcending
智
the world or beyond worldly dharma,
就是
that's
般
the
若
fundamental
波罗蜜
wisdom.
就是
And the
智
combination of both is
六
prajna
波罗蜜
paramita,
六
which is
波
the
罗蜜当
wisdom.
中的，你要在娑
So
婆
of
世界
the
度
six
众生，
paramitas,
要有分别智。
if you want to deliver sentient beings in the Saha world, you need the wisdom of discernment.
如来的智慧，那个是
And
根
when
本
you
智。
return to the wisdom of the Tathagata, that's the fundamental wisdom.
哦，这是属于，所以我们在娑婆世界，
So we are in the
就是一
Saha
切种
world,
智，就是有
and
根
that's
本智
the all-encompassing, that's the fundamental
跟
wisdom
入世的分别智，
for beyond worldly,
要懂得这些智慧，
and the wisdom of
你能够应用的
discernment
话，
for the
就是一
worldly.
切种智，这就是
So you need to know how to utilize them.
六
That's
波罗
the
蜜当中
wisdom
最重要。
paramita, which is the most important of the six
教化
paramitas.
众生而起一空，
One teaches sentient beings to give
空
rise to
就是根
emptiness.
本智啊。
Emptiness is the fundamental wisdom.
这个空就是根本智，就是第一义空
Emptiness
第一义
is
空。
the
你教化
fundamental
众生呢，
wisdom, which is the
这个
ultimate
维摩
truth
诘
of
讲啊，你要
emptiness.
去教化众生啊，要
Vimalakirti
起
said you
一
need
空
to，teach
这
sentient
是属于
beings
第一
to
义
give
空，
rise
第
to
一义空
emptiness.
不是王空，
And this is
是第
considered
一义空。
the ultimate
包含了
truth of
根本智
emptiness, not
跟
nihilism.
这个分别智，
It encompasses the fundamental wisdom and
这
the
是教
wisdom
化
of
众生
discernment.
啊。
This is
不
to
舍有
transform
为
and
法
teach
而起
sentient beings.
无相，
One does not
这是解
relinquish
脱。
the conditioned dharma to generate non-phenomena. And
无
this
相
is
解脱，
about
无相解脱。
liberation,
不舍有为法
non-phenomena
而起无
liberation.
相。你为什么不舍有为法？
Why
你是
you do not
无为而
relinquish
为
the conditioned dharma? You act
无为而
without
为。
condition.
为就是有为法，
So you
可是
act,
你做了
therefore
这个
that's
事情是
conditioned
无为，
dharma. But you do
为
it
什么而
without
做？
condition. You do it unconditionally.
这个就是无相。
So,
不
and that
舍有
is
为法而起
non-phenomena.
无相，
One
无
does
为
not
而
relinquish
为
the conditioned
就是属
dharma
于无相
to
解脱。
give rise to
你不是为了
non-phenomena.
什么做的？
So when you do unconditionally, that's the liberation through
在讲到
non-phenomena.
这里所讲的三种，
So
就是
this
三
talks
解
about three
脱
things,
三种解脱。
three
一
kinds
个
of
是第一
liberation.
空解
One
脱，
is the liberation through the
一个
ultimate
就是
truth
无
of
相解
emptiness,
脱，
and
一个是
liberation
无作
through
解脱，
non-phenomena,
无
and
作解脱。
liberation through non-action.
你不为什么而做，
So you do it for no
但是
reasons,
你做
but you still do it,
就叫无为而为。
and that's called acting unconditionally.
所以我们常常提到什么叫无
Therefore,
为
we
而为。
often mention
你去
about
做了，但
acting
是不为什么而
unconditionally.
做，
So you still do it, but you don't do it for any reasons or no
法
whys.
布施来讲，师父
Like
在这里
giving
说
dharma. Grandmaster is
我不为
here
做
giving
说法，
dharma teaching. I don't do it for anything,
但是我就是说法。
but I do. I give dharma teaching.
这样子你们可以了解吗？
Now, can you
为什么？
understand? Without any intents
啊，
or
我不是
motives.
为了说哦，说法
It's
开始
not
的时候啊，
When giving Dharma teaching,
拿一个庙里面给我一个红包
that the temple gives
我就
me
为
a
了
red
这个红包
envelope
来说法
and I give Dharma teaching for
是
that red envelope?
我
No,
不是为了这个
it's not for that.
以前我坐在这里
In the past, when I'm seated here,
说一场法 人家
giving
给
a
我
Dharma
那个
teaching,
刚
they
开始
give
的时候
me
连
in the
资吧
beginning. There was
连
Lian
资
Zi.
做会计的时候那时候是
As the
200块
accountant, you give me $200, right?
200块红包里面是200块
$200
现在
inside
这
the
个
envelope.
通货膨胀
And now with the inflation,
所以就多一点
it's a little bit more.
多一点也等于过去的200块
The same as $200 in the old times.
这个他们是讲好的这个在踩雷也是那个
So they've talked,
在这个也不会
and
增
it's
加
the
也不会减
same
少
in the
但
Rainbow
是师父
Temple.
不是为了这个
Not
说法
increase, not decrease.
这
But
就是无为
Grandmaster is not for that. Grandmaster gives Dharma
这就是
teaching
无
not
为
for
而为
that. So that's acting
这样
without conditions.
就是无作无作无相无相无作
Non-action,
无相解脱
non-phenomena.
无作解脱这都是
So liberation
就是这样子的
through non-phenomena, liberation through non-action.
这个第一
That's what it
解脱
means.
无相解
And
脱
liberation
无作
through
解脱这
the
三解
ultimate
脱
truth of emptiness. There are three
这维摩诘
ways
讲护持正
for
法
to
起
liberation
方便力
as spoken by
这是
Vimalakirti.
一种度众生的方便度众生什么方
To
便呢
support the right Dharma
以
generates a
度
power
众
of
生起
skillful
四摄
means.
法要
So
度
what
众
kind
生
of
有四
skillful
摄法
means?
我们知道
In
四
order
摄
to deliver sentient
一个
beings,
是
we
布
have
施
the 4 enticement
一个是爱语
methods. One is
一个
giving,
是利他
one is kind or loving words,
做利
and
他
beneficial
利他
to
一个
others,
是同事
and then likeness
同事
association.
我视线跟大家在一起生
So,
活在一起
which means
这是同事
you look and act the same
同
way
事在同事
together
当
with
中
everyone.
我可以度
That's
化
likeness
度
association.
化很多人大家都
Then
是
I
一
can
样
deliver many people because everybody
一
is
个
the
是爱
same.
语就是
And one is
不会
kind,
用
loving
很
words.
凶恶的面孔去
You
对待
will
人
not use
只
fierce
是
or
用柔
vice
软语
looks
用
and
劝解的方
speech
法用
to
柔
deal with
式的去
people.
度化众生
You
不是用
use
硬
kind
逼
and
人
soft and
就是用
gentle
硬逼的
and loving ways
就是
and words
爱
to deliver sentient
另外
beings,
布施
not by
现
force.
在做的就是法的
And
布施
giving, like what I'm doing now,
法的
is
布施
giving
跟大家
Dharma.
说法就是法的布
Giving
施
Dharma teaching,
如果
that's
圣严路
giving
Foundation
Dharma.
就是财师
Seng Yendu Foundation is giving
用这
money
个金钱上
or
去布
wealth.
施众生的就是财师财师是短暂的
Giving
法
wealth
师才
is
是永远
temporary.
也不受
Giving
时空的
Dharma
限制
is
都可以修
permanent.
法
It's unlimited by time and space. Then
度众生
can
用
make
四
people
摄
continue
法
to
去度众
practice.
生就是布施
So you utilize the 4
方法
enticement methods to deliver sentient beings, and one of them is giving
再来
or charity.
爱语用柔软的方式
And kind and
再来
loving
同事
words to
跟大
use
家在一起
gentleness to deliver sentient beings.
再来是
Likeness
利他
association
有
is to
利
be
益
just like everybody,
自己也利益到
And
他人
beneficial
就是
to
对大家有益
benefit
处
others,
这样
benefit
这四个
self
方法
and
这是
others.
四种摄造
4
众
methods
生
to
这个
entice or
学习佛
attract
法
sentient
方法
beings
度
to
众生的
study
方法
Buddha Dharma.
这是四摄法
The 4 enticement
以
methods
敬视一切起除慢心
to honor and respect,
慢法
to
除慢法
eliminate conceit,
就说你恭敬任何一个人
by
除掉自己的我慢
respecting everyone can eliminate your own pride, arrogance, and conceit. Later on, Vimalakirti will talk about it. Why do we want to eliminate our own arrogance? Because a human being cannot be proud. Once you're proud, then you will not be able to deliver sentient beings. You have to be humble and modest in order to deliver sentient beings. You cannot be conceited. So, to everyone and to everything, you need to honor and respect. Very important. Concerning the body, life, and wealth, one initiates the 3 pillars practice. Can you check what this 3 solid Dharma practice? Which is body, life, and wealth. And the 6th contemplation to generate the practice of recollection. We know the Buddha taught us the 6th contemplation, to be mindful of the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, and the heavens. So we should also be mindful or contemplate on the heavens. What are the 6 of them? Mindful of the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and the last one is of the heavens. You check the internet, right? Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, teacher, precepts, and the heavens. 6. Mindfulness. So you should often be mindful of the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, giving, precepts, and the heavens. Or heavenly gods. So asking you to often be mindful of the 6 mindfulness objects. And among the 6 harmonious respects to generate the character of straight mind. In order to have straight mind, you have to have 6 harmony. 6 kinds. 1. It's the most important thing within a Sangha. Sakyamuni Buddha's Sangha applies the 6 harmony and respect. So the harmony in the body, because within the Sangha everybody wear this Dharma robe, all the same, uniformed, with shaven heads, all the same. So harmony or unity within the bodies, in terms of the bodies. So shaven heads and wearing the Dharma robes show spiritual cultivation. So the sameness in terms of speech, because chant the Buddha's name more, don't say nonsensical things within the Sangha. just chant the Buddha's name or the
这是
mantra.
口相同，
So that's the sameness or harmony in terms of the speech.
我骂
And
你
you
啊，
don't
你骂我，
argue or no contention
这不是
that
六合敬
you argue with each other, then that's not the sixth harmony.
啊。
So you
这个
chant the Buddhas
大
frequently.
家口都是一样的，都是在念
So
口
all
念
the
咒，
mouth or the
都是在
speech
修行，这
is
是
the
口相同，
same. All chanting the
意念相
Buddha's
同，
mantra and spirit cultivate
意念相
spiritually.
同。
And the
你穿
unity
这
or
个喇
harmony
嘛
in
装是
terms
做
of the mind. Why do you
要修行
wear
要
this
成就啊
lama robe? Is to cultivate spiritually and to have
要成
attainment,
佛啊，
to attain Buddhahood.
像皈依啊，一般的世
Like
俗
taking
弟子皈依做
refuge.
什么？意念相同，
So why do
都是
people
将
take
来要
refuge?
成就
Is so
成
that
佛
they have the
成为菩
same
萨，
mind,
就是意
so
念
that
相
they
同的
can
嘛，
have
身口意都相同，
attainment. They can attain bodhisattvahood or Buddhahood.
这是三
So
合敬，
harmony
第
or
四种合
sameness in
敬
the body, speech,
戒
and
相
mind.
同。
And then the
比
fourth
丘有
one
比丘戒啊，
is the precepts.
比丘尼有比丘尼戒啊，
Sameness. So the monks
戒
have
都是一样的，戒律都是一
monkhood
样的。
precepts, and the
你说大
nuns
家
have
守戒
nunhood
就是戒
precepts.
相同，
And everybody abiding by the precepts, so they have
啊
harmony
这
in
是
terms
四
of
种
the
的
precepts.
身口
Body, speech, mind,
戒。
precepts.
再来第五种，
The
谁
fifth
知道第五种？身口意力戒。哦，好了，主要是见解相同，
and
见解相同
most importantly is your view,
啊，彼此之间见解，
your view
你
and
的见解
understanding
我的见解，
are
彼此
the
是一
same.
样的，啊，见解相同。
So
像师尊说法，
my view
也
and
是一种见
understanding
解。
are the same.
你
So
把
like
这个见解拿来
Grandmaster's
当成自
giving
己的
Dharma
见解
teaching
每一个人
is
的见解
also
都是一样的。
a view and understanding, and then by listening, it becomes your understanding, and everyone is the same.
力
And the last
将来要
one
成
is
就，
the benefit or the result that in the
好像我
future
们一
we
起
all have
大
attainment.
家合力啊，把这个坛
Like
城
we
布置
all
得很庄严。这
We
一种力
unite
力相
and
同。
adorn the altar. That's the last one.
有6个了，
Yeah.
哦，不知道
All
已经
6.
6个，就是身口意
Body, speech,
Yeah.
mind,
见
precepts,
力，
view,
这
and
6种全部
understanding,
都相
and
同。也就是
the
说，虽然不
benefit.
同的人，但是这6种
All
全
the
部相
same.
同。
Although the
也
people
就
are
是
different, but the
6合
6
敬。
points are the same. So that's called the 6th harmony. 6 harmonies.
以6念中起思念法，以6合敬起直心，这样子
So by
你
the 6
能够直
mindfulness
心
to generate the
6种都
practice
全部
of contemplation and
相同的话，
the 6
你就是直
harmony,
心。
you generate the character of straight mind.
我
So
直
if
心
you
是道
have
场
the 6
我们讲到这
harmonies,
里好了。
then that's a straight mind.
Ah, 要不要讲个笑话？
Should I share a joke?
些笑话，我发觉不是怎么好笑。
These jokes are not so funny.
太太对老公讲。
The wife told the
最近
husband,
肚子越来越大了，是不是怀孕？
recently, my tummy is getting bigger and bigger. Am I
我知
pregnant?
道孩子的爸爸是谁。
And the
老婆问谁啊？
husband replied, I know who's the dad. Who?
一
Three.
个是麦当劳，
One is
一个
McDonald.
是胡锡章，一个是肯塔基。
Oh, one is Kentucky and Fusita.
被 AI 抢走的工作的人如何称呼？被 AI 抢走工作的人如何称呼？答案是 AI。
The people, oh, this is Chinese. The people whose jobs were robbed by AI. Yeah, this is a pun of Chinese words.
儿子跟老爸讲话，老爸讲说：“想家了吗？在外面赚不到钱，就回来帮忙吧。”
Are you homesick? And when you can't make it out there, just come home and
如果
help
你
out.
年轻的时候啊，
And
多
the
吃
son
一点
said,
苦，
if
可
when
能
you were
我现在就是
young,
富二代。
and if you work harder, then I would be the second
你
generation
现在吃苦，你
rich.
的儿子就是富二代。
And the dad said, but if you work hard now,
这个
your son would be
凭什么我吃
enjoying
苦呢？
the
让那个
wealth.
兔崽子享福。
And the son
老
said,
爸
why did I
我
want to
当
work
年
hard?
当年也是这样子想的。
To let the brat enjoying.
我们
But the dad said, well, that's what I thought too before.